Hi, I'm Mike of Near Enough Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. Right, Bob Kerman has made his way back from picking up the BTDT scanner from the Kerbal attachment system box that I sent to the Mun. Before I go anywhere, I'm going to plant the flag. Now, unfortunately, we weren't able to find Novella Kerman's remains, so we don't actually know quite where she died. But we do know that she was killed by the Kraken. We will miss you. So I'm going to grab on. And up we trot. So, there's a question where I do not know whether or not a scientist is going to be able to use this. This item can only be used by a Kerban with the repair skills, so only an engineer can use this. Great. Well, that's slightly aggravating. So I'm even more annoyed by the game-killing Novella Kerman. I'm going to have to restore those. I thought you could restore these from here, but it looks like no. I mean, Bob is a scientist and all that, but it looks like I'm going to have to get out and restore those. Right, so it looks like if I'm going to add the BTDT scanner, I'm going to need to get an engineer from somewhere, and I can't remember off the top of my head whether I've got one. Now, I do have a mining station. I can't remember if I put an engineer on it. So I'm going to go have a look. I know I added a research lab to it. Oh, I'm going to go with no, because there's no no one's coming up. Seeing as it's all full, I'm going to turn off the drills. So it's got room for a an engineer, but there is no engineer. No one's actually in there. Well, that's mildly aggravating. So I'm either going to have to get an engineer there, which has some. There are reasons why I might want to do that anyway. Um, there we go. Where are we? Oh, that's a bit of Mun Hopper I. There we go, Mun Hopper III. There are reasons why I might want to do that anyway, to get an engineer, because obviously this is the Mun Hopper. The whole purpose of it is to mine and then move and then mine again. And so having someone who can actually... Oh, that's interesting. Well, there should be waypoints. Oh, there are waypoints I should be seeing. That's interesting. Oh, those are on Kerbal. Yeah, okay. It wasn't showing me any of the waypoints. That's really weird. Maybe it needs to go into map. Probably needs to go into map view for that. Actually. Yeah. So, you know, I've got some waypoints to go after. So I'll be wanting to hover there and then stop and then maybe get science if that's not still East Crater. And then mine to get that Delta V back and then go someplace else. And not having an engineer means that process is going to take a lot longer. So I might want to go get myself an engineer. Yeah, I'm full of everything. Oh, I'm really aggravated about what happened to Nabella. And it really was just graphics glitches. It wasn't anything I was doing. At least that is my opinion. I might be wrong. What I'm just going to very quickly do is check the map of the Mun. I'm going to give a big right click here. So I'm not actually interested in the Mun itself. What I'm interested in is the slope around here. The slope around here is very variable. Okay. Well, kind of might as well go for it. If I want to get an engineer out, that location is actually pretty equatorial, so landing someone there is going to be a lot easier than landing them down there. Right, so I'm going to want to go more or less exactly, well, A, quite frankly, is where I'm wanting to go. So I'll just bring up Mun Hopper I's terminal. Right, there we go. Bring that over here, chuck it under my face so it's not getting in the way of you guys. Oh yeah, turn on the SAS, that's probably a good idea. And turn on RCS so I've got good directional. Also, it means that I'll spend RCS, which is actually going to lighten my craft, and that's giving me delta V. So there you go.
So off we go. It was a pretty simple maneuver to get over there. It's just a case of making sure I'm going the right way, and then ensuring that I have the distance to do it. I decided to go more up than along at this moment. I'm not entirely sure whether my thinking was correct. The thought was, you know, the more delta V I shove in at this stage, I have to take that delta V out the other end. But at the same time, I'm adding gravity losses by going up and da 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 da. So I was actually pretty accurate. I was quite pleased with that. And as I get closer, you can start to really see the anomaly itself, which is it's actually a rock arch, which is kind of cool. Which is actually what the mission text told me. So you get actually a pretty good look at it as we, you know, I'm a bit off to the right there, but you can see it quite clearly as I go past it. Now my problem is landing, so I start off by just controlling vertical so I don't crash into the ground. Then I start going horizontal so I don't crash into that wall there, that crater wall. As there was a couple of scary moments, but I was a bit worried about that. And now I'm going back the way, which is pretty cool. So I'm now controlling the speed and beginning to go into landing. Unfortunately, my leg balancing script stopped working, and I'm not sure why this happened. Essentially, there's a part where it goes through all the servos and notes them down and puts them into variables. But the servo for leg 4 appeared to not exist, and that crashed the whole script. I had another problem. I might have been able to overcome this, because the slope here is very low. This is a very flat area of ground. 2.8-ish slope, which is not very much at all. But my legs are configured for much more. And I'm opening up internal robotics, and I can't flatten out the legs. And that means that I bounce like that, and suddenly I'm having to, in order to not crash, I just have to go full burn, and that means now I'm heading off in some random direction. And so I'm trying to fix infernal robotics to just level out the legs. So if I just was able to level them out, everything would be fine. With the legs stuck in their configuration for an 11-degree slope, I think it was originally, I now have a great deal of difficulty. And it wasn't until much later that I realized that the problem was I hadn't turned off my ISRU, so it has drained my battery, which is why the legs don't work. So I have to abort again, and I have to slow myself down again, until I can finally maybe hope to get some kind of landing.
I need to bring my horizontal speed down, then use the KOS thing to lock steering to up. And from here on in, so try and use the RCS now to slow me down. And then come down as gently as possible. But the cooked steering is being a pain in the bottom, so that's not helpful. This is taking forever. Sudden pause, not liking the sudden pause. Everything running very slowly. Not sure what's happening. I'm about to run out. I'm going to be running out of Delta V any time now. Oh, I'm nearly out of electric charge. I'm out of electric charge. That may be the problem with everything, in fact. That won't be why everything's slowing down all of a sudden, but I'm in trouble now. Because there's no what. Ooh. Ooh. We're down. I don't care about anything else. We're down. I wonder if I just simply lost all of my electric charge. And that's what caused everything. That may be why the legs weren't working. Because obviously you need electric charge for the legs to work. That's what the problem was. Gosh darn it. Let's bring up CPU 2. Go away. Oh, it's still not working. Okay. What I can do is I can just bring everything into alignment. Don't know why that's not suddenly stopped working. Oh well, I'm going to have to find that out. I don't know how I'm going to make this into an episode, so I'm going to have to work that out later. Anyway, it's just over there. Well done, me. It's only a click away. A click and a half away. I can turn that off, and I can turn off lock steering to up. I survived. That's what matters. I ran out of electric charge. I can't believe I ran out of electric charge. I don't know how that happened. I do have 4,000 electric charge. I mean, anyway, I'm going to have to refill before I do anything else. I'm going to thank my lucky stars I survived. So thanks very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Nearly Enough Dice on there. And until next time, reach for the stars and come up with a better way of landing than I have.